What's up, everybody? This is Chris Albert, back from the desert. I had an awesome weekend out in 29 Palms, and I went to Joshua Tree National Park. You can check out some of my pictures there on Instagram. Did an awesome hike up Mount Ryan. Just absolutely amazing country out there. I think I got a retirement plan. Gonna head out to the desert. Gonna start a commune. Bunch of hippies. Gonna grow some dreadlocks. Probably not gonna grow dreadlocks. Probably not gonna be any hippies there. I like hippies sometimes, but only in moderation. Anyway, I get a lot of questions about bulking and clean bulking and people who are at, certain body fat percentage and they are trying to gain muscle mass but have faced plateaus. They're not progressing. They're not going forward. They're not, getting bigger or anything like that. And what I want to tell you guys is this. The old way of thinking was to eat as much as fucking humanly possible and put on as much mass as possible. What I want to tell you is this. You can have mass without muscle, right? Being fat. You can have muscle without mass, being lean but not being very big, kind of like me. I'm lean but not the hugest guy in the world. You can have mass and muscle, right? If you are one of those people who has mass but not muscle, meaning you're big but you can't really see the muscles on your body and you're trying to get bigger, or if you've been bulking for a while and you're not very big but you're fuller and you can't see your abs or you can't see any lines and anything like that, you might want to listen to what I have to say. A very big precursor for putting on muscle mass is actually getting lean. I'm sorry, my hair, I'm looking at myself right now on the freaking camera. I am so sorry. I am so sorry I'm appearing to you guys like this, but I got work to do. A very big precursor to putting on muscle mass, putting on lean body mass, is actually getting lean. And a lot of you are probably like, well, dude, I need to eat a lot. I need to eat tons to put on muscle. No, you don't. You don't need, you're not going to be able to put on muscle efficiently if you're not lean enough. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One, the key to building muscle mass is blood flow, right? If you are fat or you have a great degree of intermuscular fat, you are actually constricting your blood vessels and you're keeping a lot of the blood flow of nutrients going to your muscle cells. So you're not fueling your muscles properly. You might be able to lift a lot more weight because of physics and because of leverage and things like that, but you're not putting on muscle. You're basically using the cushion and using your leverage to put up tons of weight. The fat is constricting those cells and you're not getting the nutrition required to build muscle mass to your muscle cells. Two, if you're fat and you're taking in tons and tons of carbohydrates, and I've been going over this in my overcarbing series and talks on insulin sensitivity, you are not leaving yourself open to the hormones that are going to help you to build muscle, especially growth hormone. If you're eating tons of carbs all day long and you are having insulin pumping through your blood all the time, then insulin blocks growth hormone production. So you're not going to be producing enough growth hormone to sustain your gains. It's simple as that. Now, you can get fatter and you might look a little bit bigger, but at the same time, you're really, really not going to be building lean body mass. Once you decide it's time to diet down, you're going to lose all that crap. So you can't flex fat, right? You can flex muscle and you can sustain muscle mass, but you can't flex fat. Also, you're also preventing hormones like leptin, which is produced by your fat cells to tell your body you've been eating too much and will help you get leaner, you're making yourself less leptin sensitive. You're making yourself leptin resistant. So when you do want a cheat meal, which I think is an integral part of getting lean, and I put that in my ebook, Getting to Shredded, that cheat meal is just going to go to your fat stores. It's not going to be of any use to your body. So what do? Right? Well, what you need to do is two things. One, you need to meet your macronutrient ratios. And again, I go over that in Getting to Shredded. But two, you need to be eating less calories, less carbohydrates, and focusing more on proteins, fats, and micronutrients, right? If you're just filling yourself up with carbohydrates, you're not going to put on muscle mass. You are actually blocking a lot of the essential processes there are. Now, there's times to eat carbohydrates. I'm not saying not to eat carbs, but you have to eat them, especially when you're insulin sensitive. So I thought there was a bit of confusion there. But again, being lean is a precursor to putting on muscle mass. If you're lean, you're opening yourself up to all these natural processes, all these natural hormonal processes. We talk about taking steroids, but actually being lean helps you maximize the natural steroids, the natural hormones in your body that are going to help you to increase your muscle mass. Testosterone also. If you're fat, you tend to raise your cortisol levels, your stress hormones, and that's going to block your production of testosterone, right? Something that's going to help you get strong and put on more muscle. That's all I got. If any of you have any specific questions, hit me up at gettingtoshredded@gmail.com or check my comments below and put a comment in there. If you're interested in checking out the Getting to Shredded book, which is on sale right now for only $12.99. Sorry to plug my product, but going to. I'll put the link down there in the comments too. And again, I'm here if y'all got questions. Peace.